we're on this ascending triangle. We came up here, but then we started to realize that we started to taper off a little bit here. So what I'm looking for personally, and I'm hoping that the setup goes like this, that Bitcoin does this, starts a bullish Gartley W reversal, and then we can play it up to here, you know, and then kind of let Bitcoin figure out what it's going to do from here. Kind of thing like this. Is it going to play the M, or is it going to be a bullish setup? So I almost think, or I am saying that this could act as one big left shoulder to where this would extend up and actually become a head formation. So I'm not convinced Bitcoin's topped yet, and I'm in fact looking for a bullish setup here to go long in. Now, if it breaks out of this region, well, then it might end up in a different way. But if you get a formation like I'm showing right now, I would be all over this. Now, the thing is if it breaks out and this top end resistance doesn't hold, I almost kicked myself for not buying in when I sold out here. Like 20,972 area, right around here. And I considered buying, but I had a plan to watch this, and I couldn't do anything because well, you guys know the situation. So we have this cup and handle. So how's Bitcoin going to react now that it's out of the cup and handle? Came out of the cup. It kind of looks like we're squeezed in this area. We don't have a lot of volume. In the 30-minute, the volume's decreasing, which is a bearish sign. I feel like we need to come back down and hit this uptrend and then come down. And it really feels like that. It feels like Bitcoin... Man, I really want to short this down. I do. Because if it's going to have a bullish setup, I feel like it has to come out. But it did create this... It could come to a head here, too, and kind of sidewind its way up to 22,000. So that's a distinct possibility. And like with XRP, this is what I was hoping would play out. But it doesn't actually look like this is what's going to play out. I mean, it could. It did come... Actually, you know what? Never mind. It actually came down right where I wanted it to. Because this could be a head and shoulders pattern on XRP. See, I was so focused on Bitcoin that I didn't really pay attention to the scenario playing out. I mean, I did a little bit, but not... maybe not as much as I should have, honestly. So, I mean, we got a short-term pattern that could be forming here. It's so hard to tell, though, here with XRP. Because this is a W reversal, it looks like. Unless it pulls down real quick here. I mean, it looks like XRP really could be coming into its own here. You know, I keep seeing that in my head. But it looks like we could start this as well. So, if this ends up as a bull flag, we'll be able to tell a little bit more, you know, as this 4-hour segment goes. But in the 30-minute, we're finding a little consistency here. Like, this could be a short-term bull flag, and that's a W right there. It's a bearish W, so we know at the top that this is bearish. This is a bearish Gartley right now. It's an ascending bottom. Had this have been a descending W, it would be a very bullish signal, but this is bearish, which means probably when XRP gets up to 38.6, it's going to just reverse. Now, if this plays out, I mean, this could be a very nice... You know, it could play to the top of the ascending triangle as well in the short term. So, we never busted this uptrend. And you can see the short-term uptrend. We can actually layer it out here. So, if you're trying to figure out how to play this, if you're in a position or if you're trying to sell it, you could play the short-term uptrend just like this. And what happens in the short-term uptrend is now you've got areas. So, this is useless. This is, I mean, not useless. But that short-term move we already finished. So now, what you want to see on this bull flag, you got this little ascending triangle here. Let me pull this out. So you got this little ascending triangle here. Then you got the uptrend. What you really want to see here is it fade down into here, but hold. Somewhere around here, 36,393. But hold this area. This is the downtrending resistance for the first time since we popped up again, trying to use it as support. We came outside the downtrend. This is good. If we hold this and it's at the 20-day, we could make this impulse move up to 38,884, 38,9, somewhere in that area. But you can see the W forming. I'm not making it up. That W is forming, but it's a bearish W setup. That's a bearish Gartley formation. Oh, yeah, it is. Very bearish. But that doesn't mean it's not going to come up here first. We're also contending with somewhat of a... I mean, we're trying to get up to the cup and handle, so it does make sense to get up in this range to get rejected. I mean, we're one level too short. XRP is one level too short right now, in my opinion. We still need one more push up. We hit that uptrend beautifully. Just beautifully. We hit it at 35.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 8 hours ago. About 12 o'clock, we hit this at about 35.4. And now we've come back up. And it looks like we've created a very bearish W reversal. And as long as it holds here, you'd want to buy as close to the 20-day. And then you could have your stop loss below the pattern low formation. That's a pretty low. But this is an intriguing spot. You could go long here. You could absolutely go long here. And if you're a risk taker, I'm not talking about leverage trade. I'm just talking about if you want to trade the market, you could potentially have a 7.7% gain here on XRP. Because it looks like it's attempting a breakout here. And I mean, I don't need to show anybody. Nobody's blind. That's a W. It's a bearish W reversal because it's an incline W. But nonetheless, it's just bearish when it gets to the top. And then it'll just reverse back down. So this is very likely it could even create a head and shoulders here. This W could create a head and shoulders. Would you be surprised for it to look like that? Or it just pulls right down and ends up with a... This is how you often get a Bart Simpson top. When it's a bearish W at the top. Or a Batman. That's the Batman top. So, to me, it's got to come up a little bit. Right now, it's doing the shakeout, in my opinion. This is the shakeout of the move. Unless it falls through in its entirety, that's your shakeout right now. Because it's at the 20-day shit. I just deleted one of my arrows. Hey, Jamie, what's going on? Welcome. Now, I've noticed on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's a little slower in here. So, if anybody has questions, this would be a good day to do it. But then again, you know, some people come, take the knowledge they need, and then they never come back, which is totally understandable. So 36,415 is a real nice area. So what's everybody's opinion right now? Do we think, it's out of curiosity, we already know this is a bearish W setup, but do you think that it's going to actually pump through and break up and on the weekend with a pump here for XRP and crypto, or do you think it's done? Because that's a bull flag. Yes, I understand shorting Ethereum. Let's go to Ethereum. It's just... Ooh, Ethereum's already played out to the next level, didn't it? Ethereum played up to the top of here already. Interesting. And it's trying to come out of here as well. That's already played up to the... This already made the move that I'm talking about for XRP. This already came to the cup and handle, to be honest with you. That's... XRP's behind. XRP's behind. A lot of the... Yeah, see, a lot of these already finished their cup and handle moves. This feels like it's got a pump still. It's just... Where we're at, guys, we could get a cheaper price on some of these pumps. We got to watch Bitcoin. Bitcoin might come down here. And you see in the 15-hour we're coming through. The 5-minute we came through. See, the 3-minute we're trying to hold. The 1-minute we creamed through way down. Same with the... I mean, this is where we can probably get a cheaper buy-in if we're going to go long. Bitcoin has no idea what it's doing. I would expect it down at around 21,354 in short order. Oh, it's already almost there. Oh, great call, Tom. That's another 40 points. Great forecasting. So we got Ethereum that's already made this move up. And this looks like it's... See, I think we're bullish. We're going to end up making a bullish push up. Yesterday I was saying we were going to come down a little bit, which we capitalized on that short, which I was very happy about. I'll be happy if we can do 11-12% a trade. But this looks like it's the complete opposite. This looks like... Then you're going to get a nice zigzag. I mean, that's what this looks like to me. Let's see what everybody's saying. Scrooge pump probably tomorrow night into Monday. Yep, Valley, I think so. I think we got one more pump here, though, it looks like. It really looks like we're going to have one more pump here, in my opinion. And look, this would make perfect sense for Ethereum. Because we came down to support. I mean, we nearly hit it. And then our next tier... I mean, this would make perfect sense for Ethereum. Would this not make perfect sense to come back, test this broken uptrend? Yeah, I mean, it makes too much sense. We've yet to test the broken uptrend. This, to me, is not a retest. This is, oh, we broke through. This is the initial retest, but for it to go any lower, you often do this before you start to come farther. I can totally see a pump coming here in the crypto market. Oh, boy. Huh? It's looking like it as we go through the market structure. Theta. Yep. Man, Theta in the last 3-minute time frame has just went absolutely crazy on the way down. Jesus. But this rest assured, guys, XRP's days, it's about one, it's one whole move behind everything else. XRP had its first move up, but as I always say, XRP is the last to laugh, and then it dumps real quick. So, remember what we talked about when this started here about 20 minutes ago. We needed this to ride back and hold this uptrend, and it might even come all the way down here. And you might see something like this. And then it might come up. I think it's going to do what Ethereum's doing. A lot of times X marks the spot. So, it looks like... This looks like a fake out. There's not enough volume. How are we going to break this region back down? We don't have a lot of volume. There wasn't a lot of volume coming up either, though. So one could say, well, Tom, there was no volume anyhow. But that W reversal is going to play out one way or another. It's going to be bearish at the top, so we'll have to understand that. But this is going to play out. This is an undone pattern. It's just a matter of how far does it back test. My gut tells me 36,187 is a good spot to try to hit if it comes back down. We've got XLM. Hey, EF REIT _ 7887. Thanks for the 10 bits. I really appreciate that. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much. We've still got to watch to see, though, if this pulls down and it's a short-term head and shoulders. Like I said, man. Mm-hmm. And then pull down.
And then it will go back.
And then it comes, yeah, and it fills the pattern.
I can see that.
Because it's never confirmed this area. I'm telling you, there's an FU moment coming somewhere. Because these have never confirmed breaking back up. So we still need to hit this uptrend. That's what makes me nervous. It's like we need to do this first and then come up. And what makes me think that is, I mean, when you look at Bitcoin, I really see this W forming and then having, it could, if it forms like that, that's a bullish Gartley. And that would make me feel good. But even if it just does what XRP did and kind of does something like that, whatever, at least we know it's going to go up a little bit. But this, oh man, it just feels like it needs to come down a little bit. But you've seen Ethereum. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum's suggesting that after it starts doing this little sideways and down, Ethereum's going to be destined to make a move. It could be on the 20-day. And then it swings around. Let's see where the 15 is at. It's making its way to the 15. It's got a little bear flag here in the 3 minute. Let's look at more of the market and see what we're looking at. Matic. Man, see that? That's what it looks like when you get these volatile movements. Now the question is do we have enough selling pressure to get back to this uptrend and reconfirm it? If it reconfirms that uptrend, we're going up some. All of these. If we could just reconfirm some of this. But still, this is a nice W reversal here already. Never mind. We don't even need to come down there. Look at this. That's a Gartley reversal right there. See, this looks bullish. This looks bullish as hell to me right now. This one's very... Look at that setup. Interesting. Matic might be getting ready to pop here at any moment. Does anybody else see that? Anybody else see this setup on Matic? Matic is getting ready to go, it looks like. Julie, do you see that? Matic looks like it could be getting ready to run up.
Is that the same?
Different one. Look.
That's the same pattern.
Yeah, but look at the difference. Whoops. We have a W here. Same kind of W here. If this pulls up, that's a bullish Gartley, and this is just going to be a left shoulder. I have a feeling, a gut feeling, that this is not the head on a lot of these. That it's going to actually come up here. Maybe not that high. But it's going to come up and complete some of these. And then it's going to end up like that. We're going to be like, oh man, it came up that much farther. Like, it doesn't seem done yet. I just, my gut's telling me these are going up. That's a bullish formation. I mean, you know what we could have done here on Bitcoin? We might not come down, like I said, and we might have created a V reversal. That it just has to come here and be it'll be a bearish W. That very well could happen. You could get something like this. I really still want to see this, though. Some of these other patterns, though, look like they're getting ready to move. Last night, I didn't think 88 could run. Tonight, it's a different story. Because 88 broke through this uptrend. Like we thought, and then we could play it down here. And look how perfectly it hit this today. So it broke the uptrend, hit this uptrend. Now it's in a little bit of a bull flag, it looks like. Bouncing on the 20-day. Man, yesterday my gut was telling me it was going down. Today my gut makes me telling me it's going up today. DGB. Even this, even DGB is a continuation of the upside. Look at that. Look at the formation in the 30. A nice. This could just bounce through up to here. It really could. Man, oh man. What does everybody think? I want to know. I wonder what everybody thinks. It sure is, Bailey. Everything's starting to set up this formation. And if we can get an early runner, look at these. I mean, look at even H-bar. H-bar is designing a bullet. Look. It didn't do enough here. That's a bullish. See, this is a bullish setup. I don't think H-bar is even done enough. Consolidation, fake out. Now it should. Man. See what Litecoin's doing. That's another one I can buy. Oh shit! Litecoin is way up there. Litecoin popped out of there. That's a similar pattern, and then it came up. Unless they already started to do that. Man, oh man. If anybody just tuning in, we're looking at the market setup right now. And the market seems to be setting up for another push up. It really does. The entire market looks like it's on a bull flag right now. That's already back tested. Link looks exactly like Bitcoin. But Chainlink doesn't... I mean, look at Chainlink. Am I crazy? Does Chainlink not look like... It's got a massive W that came up. Does Chainlink not look like it wants to at least come here or possibly here before it's all said and done? I mean, I might be fucking crazy, but that's what I feel like I'm seeing out of Chainlink. It's a very intriguing setup. I mean, if this is the uptrend confirming itself right here, finally, if it was doing something like this, that'd be huge. Because this pattern's telling you it's getting ready if that's the case. This is an ascending triangle. So technically, even if we're going to get rejected, we've already come down to the uptrend. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Chris. It looks like a hidden extend. That's exactly what I've been saying. And it looks like it'd just be a V reversal here instead of a double bottom. I think we have to go up another level. That's why I took the 11.17% on Bitcoin earlier. But it could come down here and have to tap the 20-day real quick at 21,312. But to me, it looks like we're breaking up. We've done a whole market-wide setup right now, and does it not look like we're breaking up? V-Chain, same thing, all of these. They're all the same setups. They're not done. These are not done. I feel like we're just setting ourselves up for this, the real run up here. This is the money shot here. I think this is the money shot. This is going to be the big one. Casper's been trying to tell us it all day, too. I just have been ignoring it. Look at what Casper did. See this pile of shit, Lunk. See, Luna, if you had the balls and the stones to go into USDT, Luna, these are the spots where these can be real dangerous. Because Luna has fallen so hard. If it could find any kind of traction for even a 24-hour run, I mean, Luna's fallen off so fucking far. I know, Kyrie, everybody tells me, or Kyrie, whatever. Everybody wants me to do stocks. I mean, it would be fun. I haven't done stocks in a while. Since I started doing crypto, I don't really cover stocks. I agree. C-dubs, and look what else it does. And I think that's why when we when we sold out earlier, I said I think that's the right play. Or whenever, if you've been trading all day or not. But when you got out for profit, so I was saying there's no reason that this can't go up higher now. Like, that was the play down to our technical target, but there was no reason for hopium. Now Bitcoin, look at this is what I've been saying. This is what made me nervous. And I almost kicked myself for not reverse after I sold, not buying. But I feel like Bitcoin's got to come up, and that fits my ascending triangle so perfectly. 22,222, 22,159. I mean, look how perfect that is. Bitcoin is definitely coming up a little bit. It feels like it. And we should know that it doesn't have to come all the way down. That's a V reversal. And now it's kind of filling out this. Once this ascending filled out, it'll get that, it can get that impulse move. The short term, boom. And then it would bounce just like that. And it would still be an extended bull flag if it doesn't play out, and then it could do this. Then you might get something like this. And then we'll see. If you got a drop down like that and you came out, look out. But, I mean, this looks like we have to play up. In my opinion, and I'm not a financial advisor, should you take my advice? No. Oh, no, you should not. But when the charts are speaking to you, I still think you wait patiently and hit the 20-day for the retest. No sense. Or if you have balls and you want to wait longer, because this hasn't filled out yet. Remember what I said? This pump doesn't have to happen until this fills out. It doesn't have to make a move until about there. Damn it, which brings us into tomorrow at like 9 a.m. if it wants to wait. Hey, Kyrie, thanks for the follow. You're 451 here on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Make sure you look at my Twitch homepage and you join me on YouTube. Join the 11,200 subscribers over on YouTube. Dude, we still have a consistent 33 viewers on this Saturday. Pretty good.
Look what I found.
Where was that?
In the washing machine.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
It works though.
Hey, Scarlett laying down.
She has a half hour left. I gave her her half hour warning.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is in his room.
Yep.
Michaela is in her room.
You were outside and I walked in there for a minute.
Looking good. I'll take it.
Oh, good. It's coming down a little bit. How are the
Take 2 gallons
ketones?
of water.
How do the ketones look?
They're getting lighter.
Okay.
We're probably gonna be dealing with them
I'll be up all night.
for
I don't care. I can stay up all night. So B-dubs. I mean, not B-dubs. C-dubs. If it was up to you, would you trust the 20-day or would you want to buy it on the uptrend? Let's see. Solo. God, Solo just keeps... Look at it. Solo made that move, too. This was the target that I had. It should be... I feel like it should be a little lower, though. I thought it could come up here. So, it's doing exactly what I was thinking. And look how this plays out so weird. Watch this. If you extend these patterns... And these are those inside-out wedges I always talk about. This becomes the downtrending support line. And until it actually proves that it breaks that, this was a major move here for Solo. Had it have backtested that and failed and went down, that would have been a historic drop there. But now, because it held it, now you pull it across. I mean, I don't think it's going to... who knows? Could it come way up there? Maybe. But now we got to level it with Solo. You got to be honest with yourself. What's going on? I mean, to me, this could very... It's it's broken out. It's just a matter of how much has it broken out. So, you could certainly play it a couple different ways. If you're looking like, hey, when do I get back in this? Well, the first major uptrend's right there. The short-term uptrend. Ooh, that's interesting. It's actually on the bottom side of that uptrend. That's interesting. But it kind of created... Man, we could do this just to give it the integrity it deserves, but it technically... And that other part of the pattern, that's the immediate short term. So, we're kind of sandwiched. I would anticipate this to probably continue to ride up until it gets here. But it's already come up so far, it still needs to have a retrace. And if it does, it'll be right here. So, I think long-term Solo's fine. I still have my Solo, but look at that W. Holy hell. If this plays out properly... I mean, I don't know. I've seen Solo make these huge ass recoveries like this. Would I be surprised if it was back at 43 cents? No. It definitely broke out of that little falling. Bitcoin is still on the top of the uptrend. No, yeah, Chris, I keep them on just to see where we can get spikes or not with people who are just playing the people that are just playing the moving averages. But no, we're still in this ascending triangle. It's never broke. And this bear flag is what I mean. It's an uptrend, but it's still kind of a bear flag. It is a bear flag, but it's never busted this, and that's dangerous because if this doesn't bust, Bitcoin has a date with destiny up here. It still has to come up. That's still a better than 4.8% move, it looks like. That Bitcoin's still trying to move from 21,281, so it's about a 4.5%, 4.3% move from here. To get your altcoins moving.
I swear this is the first time I've seen a down arrow all weekend.
It's been sideways or up the whole damn weekend.
Yay!
We got the total crypto market cap, though, which is another one that you should really keep an eye on when this stuff happens. With anything with the total crypto market cap. And this is the other thing. We talked about this. I don't know if we talked about it on here. But we've never actually back tested this at all. At all. With the total crypto market cap. So theoretically, I'm never comfortable with it going down to the next level until you get a retest. And that's at 1.061 trillion on the total crypto market cap. Holy crap. That's like 10% move. I don't know if it's got the cahoolies to get up there, but I think it has to. See that? I keep thinking a whole 10-15% market-wide move has to come here. I feel like we're going to have a nice move up. We have 29 people in here, which is shocking because it's Saturday. I'm always shocked on the weekend when anybody shows up. Because it was only a few weeks ago. When it was the weekend, I would only have like, I don't even know how many people. And then they'd start to straggle in towards the end. But I want to know what everybody thinks. Is it going to pump or is it going to dump? There's 30 people in here. Pump or dump? Is Bitcoin going to pump? I mean, is the total crypto market cap, is crypto going to pump or dump to end the weekend? Scrooge says pump. Pizza Bread just woke up from an oyster lobster binge. The shellfish, not the... Well, I'm glad you woke up, Pizza Bread. Bitcoin is still on top of it. Pump, Scrooge says. Solo bullish, long-term for sure. Oh, yes. Long-term Scrooge, it's very bullish. Even though my airdrop only got me like $10, I'll never sell it. Pizza Bread just woke up. Demouge, pump on Monday. Hitch, pump. Red wire sideways. Pizza Breath, I think you made a great point about the gap. Yeah, I think so. I think as we were going through this update, this is why I like to go through and just go from one thing to the next and the next, because we've seen a market stretch right here. We've learned a lot in the last couple weeks. Slight pump for the weekend. Dump. Kyrie says dump. I say dump tomorrow night and Monday morning. Pump tonight. Yeah, see, I can see pump tonight and dump into the week after the weekend as well. But I definitely see a pump here. I do. Yesterday I didn't. I seen a dump. And we got a small one, but nothing major, but that's all I was looking for. But we have a huge gap on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum C-dubs has, if you look at Ethereum's chart, I know I'm in the, I have the Heikinachi, or the Heikinashi, because I like it for the longer term. But if you look at the bars, you can see it on Ethereum up in here, that there's no reason why Ethereum doesn't clear these, which is why I didn't finish drawing this out, but I kept this here for a reason. That's the top end potential that I think is actually playing out on all of these. I really do. Because if you pull this back, and then you just pull this up farther, I mean, does that not look like what could end up happening here? I really think that some, like I was saying, some, well, I got the kids here, I don't want to swear as much. You know, the effery is, I feel like they're messing with us right now. Doesn't matter, and all roads lead there anyhow, so I think, why not just get here? I think it's coming up to layer 2 to 3 breakout here on these. It was impossible to have a hype train because tonight, Pizza Breath, we've had 10 bits donated. So no hype train. We haven't had a hype train actually in I don't even know how many. That was fun while it lasted, but like I said, nothing can last forever. And I'm just, I'm grateful that, you know, we get those kind of donations when they come in sporadically. So, but this certainly looks like it's going to go up. This certainly, I mean, Bitcoin, or Ethereum got the beautiful retest on the 20-day. Broke down past this, or broke the old high. I mean, it did. Look at this. Pizza Breath, what do you think here? Are we thinking, this looks like it's going to go up. It really does. Man. This looks like it's going to pump. This looks like it's a disguised pump here. It was a bearish disguise to pump. So there wouldn't be as many people buying it, or they'll buy at the top. It's just, I always feel like when they start setting up these formations, you can always get a better deal here if you're patient, but that's not always the case because we've already backtested the 20. It's just, my question with Ethereum, we've got this. Would the market do something like that? That's what's bothering me. Would they do that? That's what I could see out of Ethereum. Because I feel like it's got to come down a little bit. It's already at the top of the uptrend. If it was going to break this, you would have expected it to break up. I think the market would have a little fuckery here. Hey, Pizza Breath. Thanks for the 5 community gift subs. Holy smokes. That is very generous of you. Wow, that's 46 total. Super High Tech gets the community gift sub. Sean McDermott, 18, gets a gift sub. Tomat, 52. Regina, 3,700. Mondo, 100. That's awesome. Everyone, yep. I agree, Redwire. And I think so. I think there needs to be a shakeout first. Yep. Oh, I've been calling. I wish you would have been watching my channel on YouTube 8 or 9 months ago. I just been on YouTube for about 16 months now. But for the last year, I was trying to convince people that Bitcoin had topped out. And we had one last bull trap. And once that happened, it was going to be a historic liquidation. And anybody who listened, their portfolios were safe. But this is unbelievable. Interesting. Where is my Bitcoin dominance chart? I used to have a Bitcoin dominance chart on here. So let's see. Ah, screw it. I'll do it later because I want to get the specific one that I had. You can go on there and check blue green, but I don't cloud it with the copy trading. It depends when you got in on the copy trading. I can't tell you if it's profited or not for anybody. It all depends where you bought it. All I can tell you is the last trade from yesterday to today. Our trade from yesterday to today when we sold it was up 11.14%. So anybody who started yesterday profited. It all depends when you started. Because the short-term ascending triangle, it's hit, but it hasn't fallen back down yet. So, like, it didn't break out with any volume. And now it's showing signs that it needs to come back and at least retest this. That's why I think we can get a much better deal if we're going to go in for a long. Or anybody who's trying to go long. And that doesn't mean just leverage. That means if you're playing the market at all. But I think if I'm being honest, we're down a little bit on the leverage trading, to be honest, with the copy trading because of that XRP the other night when it just went out of control. We're down overall. If I'm being honest, we're definitely down overall after that trade. But we made back 11.4% or whatever. Yeah, no, I definitely noticed the fees and whatnot. I don't know how much it is total for everybody, but it's all based on your trade size. Because I noticed a lot of people aren't. But anyhow, I don't want to cloud it with the copy trading. If you're joining that, thank you very much. But I watched back a few of these replays and it was horrible. The performances were horrible on here for a couple days. Because we weren't actually doing the market setup. We were just talking about copy trading. So the last two now, I'm just trying to do a professional. I'm going to go to sleep now. Got to take the kids tennis in the morning. Have a good night, brother. And TFAM signing out. Hey, Scrooge. Have a good night. Stay blessed and sleep tight and be safe tomorrow when you take the kids to tennis. I appreciate you tuning in. I know, Kyra. Oh, my God. I was trying so many people to not... You know, I was trying to convince people not to buy Bitcoin way up there, but it was hard. I got called every name in the book you could imagine. People don't realize I have feelings, too. Even the XRP Future Millionaire has feelings. Right, Julie? I do have lots of feelings. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. So, down, up. I don't know. The market looks like it does want to go up.